The most shared Stoic quote on Instagram has 47 million views, and it means the exact opposite of what people think it means. Because Marcus Aurelius never said to kill your emotions. He said your emotions are the one thing worth fighting for. Scroll through any social media feed and you'll find Stoic quotes slapped over images of lone wolves, icy mountains, and clenched jaws. The message is always the same. Feel nothing, need no one, become untouchable. It's a philosophy repackaged as emotional armor, and it's a lie. Let's start with the most misused quote of all time. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Social media turns this into toxic positivity. Just think happy thoughts and your problems disappear. But Marcus wrote this in the middle of a plague. Thousands were dying around him. He wasn't saying ignore reality. He was saying, even in catastrophe, the way you frame your situation determines whether you collapse or keep going. That's not cold detachment. That's radical psychological resilience, built in the middle of absolute chaos. Here's another one you've seen everywhere. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The internet reads this as, don't care about anything external. Shut down your emotions. Become a wall. But Marcus wrote this while governing an empire, raising 13 children, most of whom died before him, and fighting wars he didn't want to fight. He wasn't turning off his emotions, he was drowning in them. This quote was a lifeline, not a flex. He was reminding himself in the darkest moments that his mind was the one thing the world couldn't steal from him. Now let's talk about the biggest myth of all, that Stoics don't feel. Seneca, one of the most famous Stoics in history, wrote entire letters about grief. He wept openly when his friends died. He described sadness as natural and human. What Stoics actually rejected wasn't emotion. It was being enslaved by emotion. There's a massive difference between feeling anger and letting anger make your decisions. Between experiencing grief and letting grief paralyze you for years. The Stoics felt everything. They just refused to let feelings drive the car. And here's what the Sigma Grindset accounts will never tell you. Stoicism is fundamentally about love. Marcus Aurelius wrote constantly about duty to other people. He said we were born for cooperation, like hands, like feet, like eyelids. He believed the purpose of life was service to your community. Not isolation, not lone wolf independence. Connection. The real Marcus Aurelius wasn't an emotionless statue. He was a tired, grieving, overworked man trying to be good in a world falling apart. His journal, the Meditations, was never meant to be published. It was a private conversation with himself, a man begging himself to be kinder, more patient, more present. Every entry is a struggle. You can feel the exhaustion on every page. So why does the internet get this so wrong? Because vulnerability doesn't sell. A quote about emotional complexity doesn't get shares, but a quote about being untouchable, about needing no one, about crushing your enemies with silence, that goes viral. The algorithm rewards the coldest possible interpretation. And millions of people, mostly young men searching for guidance, absorb a philosophy stripped of its entire soul. The real Stoicism says, feel deeply, think clearly, act courageously, and serve others. It's not about building walls. It's about building character strong enough to stay open when the world gives you every reason to close. Marcus Aurelius picked up his journal in that cold tent not to become numb, but to become better. If this changed how you see Stoicism, subscribe, because we're going to keep pulling real wisdom out from under the internet's worst takes.